Mr. Melkert, your role will not be limited only to the election. The election is just a transient point. Come March 7th, it will be over and then the results will come out. You are going to be in Iraq, God knows when, for how many years. Exactly, can you draw us a roadmap about the role of the UN in Iraq? In what way can you help with social development and with other issues Iraqis desperately need?
Well, you know, with the start of a new government and a new government period, it's always a great opportunity to look more strategically at the future policies that are necessary for the country. Let me give you one example where the UN also hopes to be very supportive to a new government. That is the water strategy. We know Iraq has a tremendous problem with its water, with the Euphrates and the Tigris, with the interaction with Turkey, Iran, Syria, with agriculture, with the efficiency of using the water resources. There are many places in the world where top-notch expertise is available. Bringing that together and advising the new Iraqi government on a strategic way to organize itself and to set priorities, that is something where I think the UN can really make a difference and where we would address one of the key issues for Iraq.
Speaking about top-notch, Iraq is replete with top-notch scientists, engineers and doctors and God knows what. They are all languishing in Amman and Damascus. The sooner you can manage to bring these people, to resettle them and ensure that they'll have safety, employment and a good life, Iraq will move forward. Will you be helping with the repatriation and resettlement of Iraqis diaspora?
Well, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, its organization, is very active in helping internally displaced people and also refugees, supporting them, also supporting them whenever they can return. And we'd like to continue that. It's certainly in the interest of Iraq. You are right that a stable situation, better prospects for employment is probably the key to get people back. But there's also a lot of potential there. I mean, the oil contracts that just have been concluded in principle provide Iraq with a much better economic future, provided that the revenues are dealt with in a careful way, in the interest of the people, and provided also that there is attention for diversification of economic activity. But Iraq has a lot of potential, really.
Final question, Mr. Melkert. Imagine yourself facing the Iraqi President Jalal Talabani and the Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, and you telling them this: gentlemen, if there is one thing I would like you to do, it would be this. What would that be?
Well, I would really call upon them to make sure that the campaign leading to the elections is a campaign where it will be appreciated that people can express themselves, that it is a campaign that stays away from violence, of course, but even expressions that would be extremely polarizing, because what Iraq needs is to come together to make sure that people understand what is their common interest, and leading politicians can show that you can have different opinions, and that's why you're competing for the electoral polls, but that in the end you have to build your country together. If Mr. Maliki, Mr. Talabani and all other leaders would provide and convey that message, I think a lot would be gained and a lot of progress would be achieved in this country.
On behalf of the Iraqis and on behalf of the Inside Iraq, Mr. Ed Melkert, we wish you a success and for your team. To watch the show online, please go to our website, aljazeera.net/English. We have reached the end of this show. Join me next week when we take another look inside Iraq. Until then, have a great week.